Welcome to the November edition of Digging Up Positivity. The nights are getting longer, and with the end of year in sight, we can look back at the chaos, but plenty of good things happened too. It started out with some good conventions, but soon things changed. Our fandom adapted with online events, fundraisers ranging from small charities to online events with visitors from all over the world. While all of this is wonderful, some of them are not getting noticed at all. If you were part of such an event, please do use the linked contact form, and I would love to include them in the upcoming yearly charity video. From October 30th to November 11th, we had VFC, the virtual version of FUM's Weekend of Fest in Belgium. They raised €212 for the Zonnegloed, a Belgium animal shelter devoted to abandoned, abused and dumped animals, giving them a second chance. Most of these poor unfortunate souls stay with them until their very last day, making sure they're never mistreated again. From November 6th to November 9th, we had Furcation in the UK. This online event managed to raise $3,342.73 for the Fern Animal Sanctuary. Another online event was Fureality 2000. Traveling back to Y2K, 3,120 attendees managed to raise $5,846 for the Save a Fox Foundation, helping them on their ongoing quest to educate people about the harm of fur trade and rescue foxes from fur farms. Up next is FursForLife, and who can tell you better about these awesome critters than TK Wolf himself?
FursForLife is a furry charity group, and we've been around since 2011. We started by making furry videos on YouTube for charities like the Red Cross, and around 2012 we started with this really cool charity called Extra Life, which is a video game streaming marathon where we raise funds and awareness for the Children's Miracle Network hospitals. It's been our main event every year, even though we usually have one or two side events as well. So we get a whole bunch of people from across the US, across Canada, in the UK, in the Netherlands, and we all come together for this game day weekend and some cool events leading up to it. And we all stream together, and we just put on these really big shows.
Oh, that sounds amazing! How much did you raise this year?
Well, this year, through some really fantastic efforts from folks on the team, we are currently sitting at $46,500, which is, I think, more than we've ever raised in a year. So, wow.
That is wonderful. I mean, your entire team made a huge difference. And how much did you raise in overall in all those years?
So since we started, between Extra Life and all of the other charities we've done fundraisers for, we currently have raised a total of $264,500.
Wow. Okay, that is amazing. You know what? For this, I hereby officially invite you to be our featurette for January. What about that?
I humbly and graciously accept.
You heard it here first. We're going to have a wonderful interview with TK Wolf in January.
Oh, thanks so much. It was a pleasure.
One of the biggest achievements of this year has to be the latest mission from the SpaceX Crew-1 to the International Space Station in their Dragon capsule. A few minutes after the launch, they revealed a little surprise. Their zero-G indicator was a plush of Baby Yoda, also known as the child from the Disney series The Mandalorian. Zero-G indicators like these are a time-honored tradition by crewed space missions, succeeding the plush dinosaur named Tremor, made by two of the sons of an astronaut of the previous trip. Elephants can be many things. They are quite smart, but one thing they are not is being good at hiding. Especially not this little rascal who was caught eating sugarcanes by a local farmer. Our playful giant knew his time was up, so what do you have to do when you're busted like this? Exactly, you hide. However, it might be a good idea to take something bigger as yourself to hide behind, not a small pole. More than a fair share of us know World of Warcraft. I still remember going on raids with friends, defeating bosses, dragons and other monsters in other dungeons. When you play, you often need to use your powers in a special order and repeat it at an optimal rotation. Now, someone decided to configure their digital piano for it. The result is oddly musical, but when it comes down to musical encounters, I would love to see them dance in Naxxramas or play the bard in Final Fantasy XIV Online. Another game that I have fond memories of is Portal. It has been way too long since Portal 2 was released, and knowing Valve's relation with the number 3, I do not hold any high hopes for a sequel. But the community provides. They're working on a massive mod named Portal Reloaded, where a third portal is being added and a new dimension, time. There will be 25 puzzles to solve and the release is due in April 2021. You will find a Steam link in the description below. On Twitter, Riley Riri Winters decided to map the popular species per US state and Europe based on data from his Google Ads analytics. The result is quite fun to look at. And now I know that I need to be in Colorado if I need to find a fun skunk in my area. Interesting enough though, the Dutch are not included on the European map. Then again, we're very good at hiding. Sometimes. And now for our featurette, a very special burp. Welcome to Digging Up Positivity of this month. You're the featurette. I'm glad to have you along. Yes?
I'm very glad to be here.
Yeah, and I'm very glad to have you. So, let's start right away. How did you find the furry fandom?
Okay, so I had known about the furry fandom since about probably like my freshman year of high school, so since maybe 2009, but I didn't join it until after college. When I was in college, I was the mascot for my college, Charlie Cardinal. Go Cards, chirp chirp. And I was the mascot and I really liked it and I really enjoyed it, and actually Blazen was the other mascot. He ended up trying out and got it, and I met him that way, and then Blazen was like, yo, if you like mascotting, you should totally look at becoming a furry. And so I was introduced to the fandom through him, officially. I had, been kind of lingering around, lurking, as you will, for a while. But it wasn't until I met Blazen that I finally was like, yeah, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna be a bird person. And so I made Adler, and now we're here. So that's how I both found and then joined the fandom. I knew about it. I had known about it for quite some time though beforehand. So, yeah.
But he kind of pushed you over the edge, I see. Well, and now we also know how you two got together. It's so adorable, really. So,
right. No, yeah, exactly. No, you can always, you can go blame Blazen. So for all the animations and stuff, it's all Blazen's fault. It's all because of him. So
you heard it here first. I hereby officially blame Blazen for being awesome and introducing such a great bird to the fandom. So, speaking of in the fandom, a lot of people know you from your very positive and bright animations. What inspired you to go animate?
Okay, so I went to school at Ball State for animation. So I actually have a degree, in animation. But the movie that sparked me to want to animate was How to Train Your Dragon. I love that movie. I saw it, it was 2010, probably I saw that, and I was like, I want to make cool dragons and cool animations and stuff. And so I just started drawing then, in my free time, and then I applied to art school, and I got in somehow. I was very shocked. I didn't think I was actually going to make it into the program. And yeah, and so since then I knew that I wanted to storytell mainly. And so I thought, well, if someone else can do it, then I sure can too. So I started working at it, and now we're here today with a animation degree and all sorts of other fun tricks up my sleeves from school. So, but yeah, that's how I started and wanted to start getting into animation.
Oh wow! Well,
Yeah.
I'm a bit from the same area. I studied
Oh.
on the High School of the Arts in the Netherlands myself. Not animation, but I rolled into animation later on, and I even started to work for one of the contractors for Disney and
Oh,
Sony
wow.
MGM. Yeah. I did do all the Disney commercials in the Netherlands from 2004 till 2008.
Wow!
Tarzan
That's
was
cool!
Tarzan was my initial project.
Oh,
That's
okay, yes.
what I did to prove myself, and basically animating the pack shots and everything. And my last movie was Ratatouille.
Oh my gosh, yes! Oh, I love Ratatouille. Oh,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
so good. One of my favorites.
So, but you're in the fandom. You've really managed to, well, just shine bright. That's for sure. What's your best moment in the fandom so far?
Okay, I think my favorite thing, okay, I'll do a couple things. My favorite convention that I'd been to was Pine Fur Con. It was 2 years ago, I think. I was the guest of honor there. It was up in Maine, and that convention was a blast. Like, I met so many good people there, and I met so many new friends, and got to meet up with a bunch of other people, and they were so nice. And that has been my favorite convention so far. But my favorite thing that I have made in the furry community so far is definitely my Pride episode, which was probably also about 2 years ago. I had so many people after I made that episode reach out to me and say like, oh my gosh, like I absolutely love this episode. It helps me feel better about myself. Like it helps me feel more normal, or it helped me come out to my parents or feel safer. And I have had so many wonderful responses to that video that that was one where I made it, and then afterwards the response to it was so good that I couldn't, like, I knew I did my job right with that one. Like, that was what, that is what did the best so far, because so many people had so many good positive stories from that. And it was just a blessing to see, like, how many people that reached out to. Because when I made that episode, when I was working at it, that episode was the video that I wanted to see. Like, if I was, 5 years younger and in a different place or whatever, like, I would have loved to have seen that video because it would have helped me. And so, learning that it helped so many people just really, really, like, touched my heart, and that has been my favorite thing that I have done so far for the community, if that makes any sense.
Oh, it really does, and you just provided them with an opportunity that you never had, and
Right.
It's a lot of people flock into the fandom to find a little home, find a place to belong, and
Right.
you play a great part with this to provide them that said place. That's really, really noble of you. I love it.
Thank you.
When those people come to the fandom, when they see you, do you have any new tips, any tips for people that are just new in the furry fandom?
Yeah, so new tips for people coming into the fandom. I think one of the things that when I look back at it, it's don't be afraid to strike up a conversation with anyone. One of the most interesting things that I found is that you find friends in this community in the strangest of places. Now, it's a little different now because of COVID and, there's not as many cons going on, but like in a con setting, you might be in line, waiting in line with RegCon for 3 hours. And I've seriously met friends, like people I talk to on a regular basis from sitting and waiting in line. Like you could just meet your new best friend, could be the person who's like waiting in the line with you or anything. And I think really embracing the community and knowing that most everyone in it is like really helpful and they want to see everybody grow and get better. And so I just think that, you know, like don't look at like, oh, I want to be friends with them, or like, oh, I want to be friends with them. Like just go to the con and talk to people, and you're definitely gonna meet someone that you're just gonna be like, oh, this is so cool, I get to meet you, and now we're gonna go to Taco Bell, and now we're gonna go to the dealer's den together. Like you never know what's gonna happen. So I would say keep your eyes open to new friends, maybe.
Oh yeah, that is a great tip. And what I also would add to that is that this year we have a lot of virtual conventions going on. And the fun part is, no matter if it's Euroferns, a convention in Taiwan or a convention in the US, you can visit. It's still, the time zones are a little bit weird, but you can visit them.
Right. And speaking of virtual conventions, we have ours that's coming up, and we're really excited for it. Yes, for Flappy New Year.
Tell us about Flappy New Year. Cool.
Yes. Okay, so that was the other thing I was going to say has been my favorite part of the furry community is getting to make an event that originally was just going to be like friends hanging out and doing, you know, New Year's things, and then making a big, huge live stream out of it that does so well. It did so well the last 2 years, and we are super, super excited to offer the virtual convention this year, which is just gonna be so much fun. So for anybody who doesn't know, it's a virtual convention that happens every year on New Year's. We are gonna be doing a live stream that benefits Give Kids the World, which is a really, really awesome charity that both Blazen and I have a lot of pride in, and we really actually really enjoy it. And we've been down there to the charity multiple times to talk to the people down there and the kids, and we absolutely love this charity stream. It's 24 hours, and we say Happy New Year to every single time zone on Earth. And we're really excited this year because we're going to be doing it virtually also, and it's going to be amazing. We have so many people who are planning. We have the Minecraft server, we have our Discord server, which just opened up actually, so that people are joining in already and starting a conversation. And I believe here in the next few days we're going to be opening up for like at-door registration, so people can join even after the Kickstarter went through, because people were asking about that. So if you are interested, I'll be sure to go check out the Flappy New Year Twitter and my Twitter, and you'll be able to join in if you want to on the virtual convention. It's all going to be hosted in Minecraft. We've got like an opening ceremony planned. We've got like games and stuff inside of the virtual con that we're going to be doing. It's going to be like a whole holiday fun time for everybody. It's going to be great.
I really look forward to it, and as you know, I've been on the Kickstarter. I am going to be there, so I really look forward to it.
Yeah, it's going to be so fun.
Yeah, and I also look forward to adding you to the huge list of all the charities in this year, because that's going to be next month's video. Yep. And with this, I would like to thank you very much for being with us this month. And I certainly will be on your server next month, and I hope that many of our watchers will do so as well. And have a good one and stay awesome.
Yes, have a good one. We'll see you around. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for sticking with us till the very end. Which brings me to these people, supporters of the channel. Cosmic with a K, Els Dekker, Falconeo, Hanzana, Ishnula, Kitako, Tandrew McNally, Taros and Scorechaser. Next month we'll have our yearly countdown, but we will continue with our regular show on January 30th. See you then, all of the hugs, and stay awesome. Up next is FursForLife, and who can tell this better than TK Wolf himself?
Hey, wait, should I be saying hi? Or...